Welcome to this Is Unusable. I am Telemartown.
I'm Ben Steinberg. So, you were on the way to a workout class, but you missed your exit, so you skipped it completely.
Look, I was 50-50, and I was in a completely different lane altogether because I was thinking about other things.
What were you thinking about?
I just heard someone ask, do ants have dicks? I'm like, that's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, there's a queen ant, right? Presumably, she can take several ant dicks.
It could just be like, I don't know, maybe she just eats an ant, and then it turns into a baby ant.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's like photosynthesis, but for carnivores.
That's not like photosynthesis at all. I don't think that. Photosynthesis is just getting light and turning it into energy. This is
This is turning ants into baby ants.
Right.
It's exactly the same.
No, but that's like if I ate a small human and that turned into a small human. That doesn't.
Well, have you ever eaten a small human? I mean, the science is out on that one, Ben.
That's true. You know, where are the Nazis and the Japanese to conduct horrific body horror experiments in the 1940s? We don't have that anymore, unfortunately.
No, they're coming back, so.
Oh, yeah? You think they're coming back? Do you think once Iran topples, which just happened, apparently not toppled, but like we just attacked and killed the Ayatollah? Great idea. Great idea. No problems there. Nothing's going to change. I'm sure everything's going to be fine. There aren't going to be any reprisals or anything like that. Do you think like in Syria, similar to Syria, we're going to find out like they have this like torture chamber underground or whatever for like dissidents and they were doing weird human experiments?
Yeah, but it's just going to be full of Friends DVDs.
You know what it's going to be? They're Iranian, so it's just going to be experiments on how to get the best crispy rice. Iranians, they know food. They know chicken and rice, unlike anybody else. It's crazy what they can do. So we attacked Iran, and isn't it weird how like if you're just in one lane as opposed to another lane, your life can completely change?
We've gone through this before. The whole premise of Loki is that life is full of a million choices, and sometimes they're so mundane that you don't even know you're making them. And then other times you're like, I've somehow used the whole day, met 14 new people, and I'm divorced. I don't know what happened.
Right, and done irreparable damage to my body in ways that will only manifest decades down the line.
It's like, should I turn into this Chinese buffet, or should I just keep driving to go to work? Well I guess I'm going to the buffet.
Right, well, the way you phrased it when you said turn into this Chinese buffet, out of context, that sounds like you literally morphing into a Chinese buffet.
I'm like an anamorph, but for all-you-can-eat restaurants. And all-you-can-eat to morph, if you will.
Actually, the image I have for you in my phone is of you and me at that Chinese buffet like 13, however many years ago. You're just staring at me holding a pair of chopsticks in a very sort of, why are you photographing this type way?
Well, I wanted to make a small human, so I was hoping I would be able to eat you.
Oh, I see. And I foiled that by catching you on camera. You were reaching over to me with your chopsticks, not to get the food on my plate, but to get me and to devour me.
That was it. Then you stole my soul with your devil box, and
devil box.
I haven't been the same since. Your chimera.
As I was saying, those are the small choices we make, like a lane change, like anything like that. I made a small choice to photograph you. As a result, I'm still here and we're doing this podcast and we have millions of subscribers, thousands of comments on every episode, and it's all going great. I have hair even. My hair's grown back, and it's just little things like that, you know, that can change everything. And also we attacked Iran, and I
want you to know why, though. Do you know why? Do you know the real reason?
Go ahead, please.
All right. It was the 1980s. Cocaine was everywhere. Movies were awesome. The music scene was popping. Disco was dead, baby. And you know who came out with a beautiful song? Flock of Seagulls. You know what it was called? Iran. And that started the fervor of needing to get into that part of the world and take it over.
You know what? The build up to that, all of that for just a horrible pun, that's actually masterful. I ran so far away. We even did that pun on an earlier episode, but I didn't see where you were going with it. And that's why it was good. I think anybody else would have been like, he's not going to talk about the fucking Iran so far away. So, oh, he is. But me, I am so utterly flabbergasted and confused as to what direction you're going to take something that I'm like, where is he going with this? And it ends with a terrible pun. But if you build it up so much that it's disappointing, that's actually good.
I mean, it's the truth, but whatever. If you just want to discard it as jokes, that's fine, Ben. I'll go back to the message boards and talk to Ee-rahn.
What? Ben Duran, Iran? Oh, Duran?
Iran, yeah.
Duran, Iran.
The Cure, parentheses, bombs in Iran. I mean, the 80s set the tone, Ben.
Does The Cure have a song called Bombs in Iran? Bombs in Iran?
No, it's
Iran?
just part of their band name. The Cure is bombs in Iran.
That's a different type of wordplay. That wasn't a pun. That was just literally changing the name of the band The Cure and adding bombs in Iran after that. So how was I supposed to know what that was?
Well, wordplay was that I changed the way The Cure, what it meant.
No, you didn't. I mean, you tried.
I succeeded. Look, Ben, in this unprecedented times, no matter how much you fail, if you say you succeeded, you did it.
I could learn from that. I could learn a lesson like that as opposed to second guess everything. But you're basically saying that the cure to the problems in the Middle East is to bomb Iran.
I'm not saying that. The 80s was saying that.
The 80s was saying that.
You know, George H.W., Gulf War, all that started giving weapons to the Kurds and everything, you know, like... Was it the music? You know, that's why we went to Vietnam, because of all the music, you know?
Right. This Creedence, this Creedence Clearwater revival will not have the profound enough meaning that it does if we don't have a war in some, you know, Asian country full of rice paddies that can't possibly defend itself from us and yet does.
Ooh, rice paddies, what do they make? The water murky, Ben. And what? Clear water? And what are they trying to do? Revive it? Look, it's all there. Just do your own research, okay?
What if that was a secret plan by John Fogerty to sell Creedence Clearwater Revival Records? He was like, dude, our music ain't going nowhere unless we're gonna be able to have this music get played over montages in Vietnam War movies that come out 20, 30 years from now. And we can't have Vietnam War movies unless we have a Vietnam War. So U.S. government, get on it. Absolutely.
Born on the Bayou. It's classic warfare tunes.
It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate son. That is about like the haves and the have-nots, right? It's like the people who went to Iran or
yeah, well, they were trying to cover
Vietnam.
their tracks after setting up the whole Vietnam War, you know, with their cohort of 50s, 60s, whenever the Vietnam War was.
60s, 70s. Korean War is the 50s.
That was unprecedented. The music did not, like, the boogaloo was not sending the boys to war. So
yeah,
that one was just pure political theater.
Exactly. All the barbershop quartets really were not setting the mood for trench warfare in Korea.
If we look back far enough, the 50s really kind of even forewarned of these incursions into the Middle East. You know, you had Rock Around Iraq Tonight.
Oh man.
That's all I got. I can't think of anything else.
I think that's so probably good. For the best. Rock Around Iraq, that's pretty good, actually. See, that's the thing is like, that's terrible, but that's great. And that's terrible, but it's great, but it's terrible. That's how it is with me and your puns.
Me
so
too.
I never know how to respond. You too, yeah.
Now, is it better though? Well, yeah, you don't even get me started on you too. But is it better that way, or is it better I rock around the clock tonight?
Wait, what's the difference? There's a rock around the clock, and then what was the other one?
Rock Around Iraq.
I think a rock around the clock. I think that is a better one. You're right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna rock the clock around. I don't know. I fucked it up.
7 words.
There's only 7 words, and I fucked it up. I mixed up rock and Iraq like an idiot.
We're gonna bomb Iraq, or bomb Iraq. You know, look at it.
There's bomb Iran, bomb Iran. Bomb Iran. But what is the difference? Why do people say Iran and Iran and Iran and Iran and Iraq and Iraq.
Because some are Southern and some have never been taught, what the colloquial pronunciation is.
There shouldn't be a colloquial pronunciation. It
Why
should just
not?
be Iran and Iraq.
It's not up to us.
It can be up to me. I can be the arbiter of this. Iran, Iraq. There, done.
I was watching the show Acapulco, and they're like, you can't call the United States America because there's all sorts of other America out there, you know?
Well, the problem is, though, foreigners do refer to people from the United States as Americans, whereas they don't refer to people from other countries in North and South America as Americans.
We should be Statesians.
We should be Statesians. The Californians.
Well, I
That's-
will say we are the only country that adopted America into our name. Everywhere else is a collaboration of countries.
Well, everything else has its own name. This is a group of states that are part of this continent. Then there's the United Arab Emirates.
Oh,
And I don't
love
know
those. Love 'em.
what is an emirate.
I believe it's a series of Dreamliners.
That's Emirates.
Yeah. What did you say?
I have to find out what an emirate is.
Potato. I don't get it.
We do all our own research here on This Is Unusable, and I'm going to look up what an emirate is. I bet you it's like a kingdom or something. An emirate is a territory ruled by an emir,
Yeah.
a title used by monarchs or high office holders in the Muslim world. There you go. So, a bunch of school children died in Iran, and then a bunch of other people have died. And
Look, if school children are going to die in the United States, might as well die everywhere.
well, it's got to be by our own school shooting hand.
We love being number one in everything that is very important. Dead children, traffic children, protected pedophiles. Number one, baby. Britain going and arresting these motherfuckers.
We're only number one insofar as that's what's been highlighted in this country lately. I cannot imagine the amount of sex trafficking going on that's just sort of treated as like, oh yeah, that's just what happens in this country. In like Russia, other Eastern European countries, in other Middle Eastern countries, like it's probably more just like, oh yeah, we just have that here. As opposed to in the United States where there's at least a few people going, don't do that, you can't do that. And then other people are like, well, we did that and we're going to continue to do that. That's a difference. Is there someone speaking up here, whereas in the other countries, it's so completely hopeless that, it's not even counted as a statistic.
That's why we're number one. They didn't make the cut. They didn't submit their homework on time. So we de facto number one.
Right. If they're not keeping track of the stats on it, then they have no stats to submit. But we do. So ergo, we are number one. I like that point of view.
Ergo, fun movie.
Ergo, fuck yourself.
It works. I actually did not like that movie, to be honest.
You didn't like Argo? I liked Argo.
I thought it was A, stupid,
All
B, dumb, or C, all of the above.
Right. I mean, I don't know if it was a Best Picture winner. I don't know if it deserved Best Picture.
Well,
think
didn't
it's
Alan
bad,
Arkin win Best Supporting Actor or something?
I don't know. I do know Argo won Best Picture.
Yes, it did. And Ben Affleck now gets to be snooty for the rest of his life and have his mouth open by acting. I'm the accountant.
It's also sort of been downhill for Ben Affleck ever since then, too. It's like once you reach the peach of Best Picture, you're just like, there's nowhere to go but Batman. And that's exactly what he did. Batman with a giant jaw. Have you seen that image of Ben Affleck like going to his home with a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts and then he's just spilling it all over the place? Have you seen that?
Is that from an actual commercial or that's like paparazzi life?
It's like paparazzi. He's so every image of Ben Affleck in public, he's just like, he looks so pissed off. And in this one, he's got this handful of Dunkin' Donuts, drinks, and stuff like that, and he's trying to sort of push his way into a door, and it's all spilled all
Oh no!
all over the.
Luckily, he can walk into any Dunkin' and just go back in the back and just grab a armful and try again.
It's not even going to show up on here, but this is him trying not to spill.
Oh, does
And then-
he? Oh no! That's. You know what, Ben Affleck? My heart goes out to you in that moment.
There's nothing funnier than a guy trying not to spill shit. It's just fucking. That's better than anything we could come up with. It's just slapstick spilling shit.
Like, if we were more animated, we'd get there.
Yeah, it's horrible, like, audio etiquette to show someone a photo of Ben Affleck. Like, that's real great content, but...
Hey, watch it on YouTube. All you Spotify people, get off Spotify. They do war. Be American. Go on YouTube. Google doesn't do no war. They just steal your data. It's way better.
Daniel Ek, the guy who runs Spotify, when do you think his AI-powered drones are going to factor into some kind of war or something like that? Is it going to happen? Has it already happened?
Oh, yeah, it's happened. Secret war in probably the South Pole. Santa's gone to war.
Well, Santa, he probably gifts out a bunch of drones every year just as gifts, and then he keeps a couple for himself. It's like, fuck that. I need to protect myself. I need to protect my family. People get guns as gifts. I'm sure he's never...
That's where real climate change is happening, because Santa built a drone factory up at the North Pole, and it's trickled down climate change from there.
Trickle down droneonomics. Oh, God. I really shouldn't have gone to an exercise class before this because I can't think at all.
Really? That should make your brain go, wee.
My brain doesn't work like other people. You'd think it would wake you up, but for me, I'm just, I also slept 9 hours last night and I'm groggy as a result. Like, even when I do the right thing, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm too tired.
Yeah, but if you can do that 3 nights in a row, you'll be great.
Maybe I really do have to be at my worst in order to function my best. You look like you're about to go to war with the naval-looking hat you're wearing and that sort of army jacket.
It's Beverly Hills Fire Department.
Okay, well, I couldn't tell. I wasn't paying attention.
They are water-based.
They're amphibious. An amphibious fire department.
It's one of the best ways to put out a fire, apparently.
With water or by sea?
With high sea.
I gotta blow my nose.
This nose blow ad break is brought to you by the quintessence of life. If you don't know what the quintessence of life is, let me tell you. It's Walter Mitty sitting by a fountain, eating an apple, probably taking a shit in that fountain. Sean Penn did it. The quintessence of life.
Okay.
Being pronounced well for 4 seconds.
One out of 3 times you said quintessence correctly. You said quintessence twice, and then you said quintessence.
Yes, I'm going from 5 to 10 as escalation.
10. Got it. You said it incorrectly the first time, and then you said it correctly the second time, and then you said it incorrectly the third time. But hey, it was on the spot, so I forgive you.
I love a verbal sandwich.
Yeah. A verbal sandwich is when you pronounce something wrong the first and third times, and then you sandwich it between a what am I even saying? A correct pronunciation. Pornacular, a porntacular, pornographic sandwich. Where'd you get that hat? Beverly Hills Fire Department. Why do you have that?
Friend's dad worked. I think he has retired or is retiring very soon.
And he works at the Beverly Hills Fire Department?
Yes. Previously, he was a mechanic and then became a firefighter probably 20 some odd years ago now.
It must feel very fulfilling. That's a very direct job. It's you're putting out a fire and saving people. There's really nothing ambiguous about that. Police work, it's like, okay, well, did you mean to shoot the person or, was it justified? But firefighter is like the last honorable job, just like how World War II was like the last, we're the good guys, they're the bad guys. That's firefighting work now.
Yeah. Teachers suck it. Firefighter is the last honorable job.
Well, with teachers, there's a chance to molest students. If you're a firefighter molesting people you're rescuing, I mean, that's... above and beyond, or that's beyond, really, just beyond the Call of Duty. That's a bit much. You're not supposed to do that.
When are we getting Call of Duty firefighting? Treyarch, everyone's been asking about that. Or Activision. Who owns you anymore? I don't know.
It's all going to be owned by Microsoft, and then Microsoft will collapse and be owned by Sony. I think the Xbox is going to die. It's just going to be Sony and Nintendo. I think the Xbox is going to die. You have a PS5 now, right?
In my dreams, Ben. You know how much that cost? All the money that I wasted on things that I just buy randomly instead of just saving a little bundle of money. It's so expensive.
You probably have a whole PS5's worth of wine and alcohol in your cellar.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped getting Ale Song for a year. Boom, PS5. Magic.
They increased the price of the Xbox.
But they haven't made any games.
I know. It's Sony's just destroying them. And what does Xbox do? We're going to increase the price by $50 to $100.
I do need to get a PS5 so I can take advantage of HDMI 2.0, which I purposely bought my TV to do. And what is it? I don't know. It's twice as good. It's twice as much.
Well, I think it allows you to play at 120 frames per second.
I need that.
Hey, once you go 120, it's hard to go back to 60. 120 is nice.
One day I'm gonna hit 300. And I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that perfect bowling score of FPS. And I'm just gonna be sucked into the game.
Yeah, but the problem is, if you hit 300, you need a television that can do 300. So even if your system is doing 300 frames per second, if your television only has like a refresh rate of like 120 hertz a second, max you're ever gonna see is 120.
Not if I hertz it back, Ben. Violence solves everything, and that's why we're at war with Iran.
Well, it is the Middle Eastern way, it seems, that violence solves everything. I can't help but feel as though we're just meeting them eye to eye, going, hey, you guys like violence? We got violence.
We're medium eye to Ayatollah.
You think there's going to be a new Ayatollah, or do you think someone's going to be like, let's not put another target on our backs?
I don't know, Ben, but we had told you what was going to happen.
That's a good pun.
I appreciate you saying all that out loud and appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, sometimes the puns are bad. Sometimes they're good. We told you. That's like multiple levels of punning. Even if it makes me cringe a little, I'm like, okay, well, that's impressive. I don't know. And then Trump says we're going to be bombing Iran for like 4 to 5 more weeks. I think he's just saying that to be like, I can do this all day, bro.
He has no concept of time. Also, how's he not just in jail? If everything he has done is illegal, how are we not sending in the fucking SWAT team to just like POTUS him?
That's a problem with dictator powers, and when you sort of stack the courts in your favor is
the courts that he stacked in his favor are ruling against him.
Sometimes, not all the time. They ruled against his tariffs, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, we are fine with him having these broad presidential powers that no one else has taken advantage of heretofore. Although I guess Bush did it in 2003 with Iraq. Did we have to do an act of Congress for Iraq?
I think there was at least some chatter amongst congressional.
Yeah. Here's also a problem with like declaring war on Iran through Congress is you lose the element of surprise. I know that's like a horrible thing to say.
This administration is terrible at surprise. Kash Patel's like, I gotta keep telling everyone what the FBI is doing. It's like, why, dude?
Kash Patel is, I don't know if he's good at his job, but he's certainly at his job. He is doing a job.
He's jobbing the shit out of that, man. Flying high, and that's pretty much it. That's all he's doing.
I mean, he's taking a private jet, right? Or like a president's jet or something like that with his country singer girlfriend.
It's amazing how many of these people have said the exact thing. They decried the thing that they are currently doing. With no acknowledgement, nothing. Any president that goes to war with Iran is incompetent, can't negotiate. We got it on tape, man. Like, I kind of get it because I work with like individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So I understand kind of how that cognitive dissonance can exist. But you're the president of the United States with thousands of people that can just show you a clip and be like, maybe it's not a good idea to do this because remember when you said this?
Hypocrisy is out the window. It's not even about that. That's what it is now. We're not democracy. We're hypocrisy. But also, like, it doesn't matter what he said in the past because of what he's doing. He's like, yeah, I said that, or you have no proof of me saying that. Here it is of me saying that. Okay,
but
well, I didn't mean it.
The times they were different.
Right.
The times they were changing. Who said that? Bob De Niro.
What, Robert De Niro said that in
Taxi Driver, of course.
Oh, you said that in Taxi Driver?
Yeah, he said, hey, the times they changed it here.
That's Dustin Hoffman in a different movie.
And then he shot the president or whatever he did in that movie, the Secretary of State.
Isn't that Falling Down with Michael Douglas?
Look, they're all the same guy in the same movie, Ben. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what you just told me. You don't know what to tell me, and I have no idea what you just said. You were just like, he's this. I'm like, that? No, this. That? No, this. Well, that's different from those other two things. Then so be it. But I'm glad we're at war with Iran. now.
You heard it here first on This Is Unusable.
You can't just be upset at these things because they're happening. So you just have to embrace it. Just like with AI several episodes ago. I'm like, just take me over. Just stick your AI fist up my butt and use me like a puppet.
We're in strange times, so maybe we have to be Dr. Strange Loves. How I learned to do whatever, embrace fear, and love the atomic bomb, or whatever the parentheses is after the cure.
That was This Is Unusable. That was all over the place.
I've been Tyler Martin. Thank you for watching, Ben.
I'm Ben Steinberg. Thank you for watching and listening, Tyler. Signing off. I'll talk to you later. Bye.